conduct business on a daily basis, legal or not. And on that note, Stackz reached over to the passenger seat, grabbing his pistol. After putting one up top, he placed it on his lap. Fuck that hoe. Motherfucker don't want to act a fool tonight bullshit. A nigga straight hungry as hell. Chili fries with cheese is just what a brother need to get me back right. Stackz thought as he pulled to the side of the building. Stackz put his vehicle in park. With no worries, he jumped out of the triple black Jeep Commander, gun in hand, like a hawk hunting for prey. His eyes searched the general area, being mindful of his surroundings. Tipsy, not drunk. The trained street soldier was on high alert and on point. Pausing momentarily, he tucked the rubber-grip .45 caliber thumper in his waistband, adjusting it. He was a hood sniper when it came to automatics, so the fact that he had his little act right with him, he was all good. Pulling his shirt down in an attempt to conceal the illegal peacemaker, Stackz reassured his still disgruntled stomach that satisfaction was shortly on the way. Shutting the truck door, he hit the lock button on his keychain. Checking the lot once more, he headed toward the restaurant entrance. As he made his way past the window, Stackz took notice of the people inside. 3 guys who appeared to be silly and harmless, and 2 young females. Listening to their laughter from the outside, he assumed they were here on the same buzz mission he was, needing a greasy fix. With confidence, Stackz pushed the glass door wide open, stepping inside. It was whatever. On some Martin Luther King shit. Tonight, he was fearing no man. As if on cue, all the laughter he'd overheard while walking up abruptly ceased. It was as if Jesus had jumped off the cross or Tupac's ghost had appeared for a final farewell concert. All eyes were on him. After a few brief seconds of uncomfortable silence, the 3 initially perceived to be harmless dudes took on the form of pure thirstiness. Although Stackz felt he was outnumbered when it came down to it, he knew he was good with the hardware and would put in work, if need be. Maybe it was the 1738 flowing through his bloodstream making him paranoid. And maybe not. But whatever the case, Stackz immediately felt like the trio of guys possibly had some bullshit brewing, and put his game face on. Making eye contact with both of the girls, Stackz had the ability to quickly study people's body language and act accordingly. It was a gift that his grandmother passed down to him, one he often used to his advantage. The lighter-skinned one with all the weave appeared to be wild, smacking on her gum, sucking her teeth, and talking loud. She was everything that Stackz didn't like in a woman. He might have been locked up for some years, but he knew she was out of order. Her clothes were too tight and definitely too revealing for his taste. Whoever she was, Stackz could tell she was trying too hard. Not wanting to stare at the group of people too much longer, he quickly glanced at the other female. Immediately, with ease, he read something in the caramel-complexioned female's mannerisms that said she wasn't down with the clown antics her group was into. Stackz made a mental note that although she was cute in the face, she was dumb as hell for hanging with the dudes that appeared to be bottom feeders. "Hello there, can I help you?" the girl behind the security glass asked, pen in hand, as he approached the counter. Yeah, dear. Let me get some chili fries with bacon, Swiss, and American cheese, along with fresh chopped onions," he calmly responded, still being aware of the eerie silence since he'd come inside the building. "Will that complete your order?" She leaned closer to the bulletproof glass, getting a whiff of Stack's cologne that had somehow floated through to the other side. "Yeah, sweetheart, that's it," Stackz replied, taking his money out of his pocket. While waiting for the total, he stared down at her name tag, which read Tangy. He thought he knew her, but couldn't call it for sure. Although he and his boys were semi-late-night regulars, the virtually unskilled cashiers working the graveyard shift changed like clockwork. Waiting for the female who seemed somewhat familiar to give him the total, it suddenly hit Stackz where he remembered her from. She was TL People, his young soldier who he'd raised from youth. He ran with a lot of chicks, but this girl's cat-shaped eyes were what he remembered. Tangy had run with Stack's protege a few summers back, and easily knew who he was. As soon as he had walked through the door, her heart raced.